guys, we finally have the Xbox Series X out. Well, this is one of the units that I bought. The first one I received a few days back, so I've been lucky enough to use this for a couple of days now. And some of the first things that I noticed was, like I mentioned earlier in the unboxing video, is that it's pretty small. It is extremely quiet. I've had the Xbox One X, which was by far the quietest console ever, and this is even quieter than that. It is super fast, it loads up very quickly, it boots up from cold boot in about 20 seconds. When you resume it from a standby state, it comes up in about 4 to 5 seconds. You're back into a game in about 10 seconds because of the new quick resume feature. I think if Flash was the superhero known for speed, I think the Xbox Series X is the console which will be known for its speed. It is super fast, it's unbelievably fast, and you have to feel it to really understand the difference. A couple of other things that I noticed was the controller is a little smaller than before, and what you have are these great little buttons which have great tactile feel to it. They are pretty clicky. As you can hear, the D-pad is new and improved. It's basically an offshoot of what we had in the Elite Series 2, which I also have. You have the new share button, which is pretty easy to share your content and just upload it straight to any social media platforms. It's got this change in the USB port, which is great and welcome feature, which is a USB Type-C. And as before, you do have an place to slot in your AA batteries. So when you run out of charge, you can quickly swap them out with a Duracell pair or a rechargeable one. Putting the controller aside and coming back to the console, the setup of the console is breezy. I recommend everybody to use the Xbox app. It's available both on Google Play Store and the Apple Store. It's a quick download. It takes about 5 minutes to set this up. There is an update, a day one update. It's about 650 to 700 MB depending upon your speed. It will take you about 10 to 15 minutes to get through the setup. And while the setup is happening, the Xbox app will allow you to transfer any existing console settings from your previous Xbox Ones or the One S or the One X, and also allow you to sign into your gamer tag to your Xbox account. So coming back to quick resume, this is a feature that Microsoft has been talking about a lot. This allows you to quickly go back to a saved state of a game that you were previously playing. So imagine being able to shift between multiple games one after the other without having to actually go through the entire loading process of a game. So you're back into a game that you left at whatever state it was in, even after days or weeks, or even after a power recycle or a console update. You're back in where you left the game, and you can directly resume from there. This works really well, and this works especially well for those games who are specifically enhanced for the Xbox Series X and the Series S consoles. Specifically, some of the games that are currently available includes a couple of titles from Ubisoft, which are Assassin's Creed Valhalla and the Watch Dogs Legions. We also have a few games from Microsoft which are on Game Pass, namely Forza Horizon 4, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and Gears 5. These are some of the games that I would definitely recommend for you to check them out the moment you get the console out. Quick Resume also works with games which are stored on an external hard drive. So any backward compatible game that you may have which you are working on the Xbox One, which does not necessarily have a patch for the Series X, can be run off directly from the external hard drive. This could be a standard passport hard drive or even an external SSD. They all work exactly the same. The loading speeds are a little slower, but Quick Resume is again supported for all backward compatible games, again playing off the external, so you don't necessarily have to move everything onto the internal storage. The internal storage is about 802 GB is what you get out of the box because of system files and space that is saved, kept aside for this Quick Resume feature. These are some of my initial impressions, and I do recommend you guys to first play some of the backward compatible games that you already have, and especially the enhanced games which are specifically enhanced for the Xbox Series X. My first recommendation is definitely going to be Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It looks amazing in 4K 60 FPS. It is a game-changing experience, pardon the pun, but it is what it is, and this console is brilliant.